Welcome to the Soccer Night Postmortem, the final game of the year. Detroit City make it all the way to the championship, and don't even ask me if you thought yesterday's men's game was ugly with a capital U. Today's game was blown out. Even the big lady in Iowa sung them out before the half. Oh my God, that was something. But hey, nothing to hang up. They were undefeated until the championship game. And not bad for a team still trying to stay fit, getting ready for the MASL-W season coming up in about 3 months. So, with the post-mortem corner report about this championship game between City and Chihuahua Savage, Madcap, please fill us in on all the dreaded details. Brother.
Thank you, Steve. And yeah, not a great day for the ladies of Detroit City FC as they ran into a buzzsaw this afternoon down in Urbandale, Iowa. The Chihuahua Savage come away with the victory by a score of 16-3. I don't have any highlights to show you. I mean, there really wasn't too many highlights to think about. I mean, Chihuahua in the first quarter scored 6 goals. And then Detroit didn't get a tally until 14:51 into the second quarter when Kayla Addison notched her first goal of the contest to make it 6-1 in favor of Chihuahua. They wouldn't score again until the fourth quarter when Amanda Britton put one in at 13:34 of the fourth quarter, and then Hannah Crum finished off the scoring with 5:41 left in the fourth quarter. Final score: Detroit 3, Chihuahua Savage 16. Just an outright clinic by Chihuahua Savage this afternoon. Trying to think here. Valerie Macias had, I'm looking at it here, 4 goals today for Chihuahua. She was one of the players to watch as far as that team goes. Sylvia Elisiro, also, she only had 1 goal. That was another player that I mentioned in the sort of preview of that game last night on After Hours, and I'm trying to think. I'm looking at the Andre Gallegos scored a couple goals for Chihuahua as well. It was just an downright beatdown for Detroit City FC today. And like I said, the final score 16-3. It was just nothing to hang your hat about, nothing to hang your hat on there. But what I'm basically saying is I don't want to, the bad news is there. I mean, it is what it is. Chihuahua gets the title. They're deserving of the title. They played well all year long, finished with a 9-1 record in the South Division, and the only loss that they had was against RPFC Dallas, and that was on a back-to-back. And Detroit, there was kind of I don't want to say signs there. They had a 2-goal deficit against Iowa Demons. They managed to come back and all that. But it was Chihuahua just kept punching and punching and punching. The goalkeeper even scored a couple goals in that game as well, and they brought her in as an extra attacker, and they just kept attacking all day long. Detroit had no answer for it really, and they were just they were just coming in waves. Let's just put it that way, coming in waves today. So, but bad result to end the year, but nothing to hang your head about. I mean, this squad has been tremendous all year long, dominating the Great Lakes North Division like nobody else. The plus 69 goal differential in the regular season, that's something, nothing to sneeze at there. And kudos to that squad. I mean, they just, and much love to that squad. I mean, they've done a lot. Now, new chapter begins for most of these players as the USLW schedule is coming up. He alluded, he said 3 months. We're almost there, 2 months at least, 2 months away. May, over in Ann Arbor, we start things off May 17th, I believe it is. We start over in Ann Arbor to take on the Ann Arbor or AFC Ann Arbor, and you know, and the work's never done for this team. I mean, I know we had a few players that were out, and of course, Danny Evans was out, obviously tending to her newborn. Congratulations to her. Gabby Schreiber was out of town for this one, so I mean, yeah, we didn't have as many players as we had, but how can you say that it wouldn't be their fault? I mean, unfortunately for us today, we just had no answers for this Chihuahua Savage team, and they were, let's just say, they were as advertised. They were definitely as advertised, and they, shall we say, put the foot to their gas pedal today and just kept rolling on. And hats off to them. Congratulations to them on winning the MASL-W title, the first MASL-W title that was ever contested. And look for this Detroit City team to come back strong next year. I'm sure of it. And this is a passion that these girls have had to continue playing soccer, to continue developing themselves, to get themselves ready for competitions such as whether it be indoor or outdoor in the USLW. I mean, this team, most of these players on this team shared the agony of defeat from losing to Colorado Storm last year in a late fashion in the national semifinals, and these girls are hungry. They want to get back to that level of play, and that top level of play, and consider themselves a force and maybe host the USLW championship at Keyword Stadium in July, and that would be great for these ladies. They deserve to have some silverware coming to that clubhouse. And my hat, like I said, my hat's off to them. They performed great all season long, top to bottom. From Danny Evans on down, fiery bunch of girls that love to play the game. And I'll tell you what, look out for them in the next couple months, obviously, and going into next year. They're hungry. They're a hungry bunch, and I expect great things from these ladies going forward. So brush this off. We got the USLW schedule coming up in May, and let's see if we can win there. That's all I have to say about that. So caps off a pretty other than last night's victory against the Iowa Demon Hawks, pretty frustrating weekend for Detroit City FC. Of course, as you know, yesterday they lost down in Louisville by a score 2-0 to Lou City. Lost the top spot, fell out of the top spot of the Eastern Conference, and moved. And they are in the third spot, I believe, in the East as of now. Let's take a look at that real quick here. In the USL Championship, back to yes, there we go. Let's go back to the standings there. Yep, we're sitting in third right now. Same amount of points as North Carolina FC, who came back to beat Charleston Battery, or who beat the Charleston Battery yesterday in the Battle for Carolina. 2-1. So, and the goal differential is about the same there. Basically, and I think it's a better goal output. It's got us where we're sitting in the Eastern Conference at this time. So we're sitting in third. Nothing to hang our heads at. Got a big opponent coming up this week, and I'll tell you what, this team's for real, folks, and they're sitting in third as well. Monterey Bay FC. They're no pushover anymore, folks. Elijah Paul has been on fire for this team, leading the team with 4 goals on the year. And this kid, 22 years old, 4 goals or 3 goals, 2 assists, 7.73 rating on FOB. That is the key player to watch there, and he's been on fire in the first 4 games of the year for Monterey Bay FC. So that's one guy we're going to definitely need to take a look at and see how, try our best to contain him defensively. So, but we'll go over that more, obviously, next week when we get together again at Keyword as Detroit City takes on Monterey Bay FC. 4 o'clock game. If you haven't gotten your tickets yet, SeatGeek.com. Detroit City box office inside the club store over in Capitol Park. Get your tickets. It should be a fun one. Hopefully, nice weather for that one. I'm gonna look. Why not? I might as well look at the freaking forecast for next. What do you call it? Next Saturday at Keyworth Stadium. As of right now, we're looking at 80% chance of rain, 49 degrees. Another late or early spring game in the rain at Keyworth. Prepare yourselves if you're going down there. So should be a doozy there. So coming up this week, obviously, we got the musings coming up on Wednesday. Any big news floats on down the way, we'll be able to share it with you as far as that goes. Other than that, we'll be back down there Saturday. Just got the men to cover on Saturday afternoon down at Keyworth Stadium for a 4 o'clock kick as Detroit City takes on Monterey Bay and tries to get back on the winning track there. So for Steve, thank you for doing the intro once again. And let me finish off. Hats off to the Detroit City FC women despite the loss this afternoon. Great season. I mean, nothing to sneeze at there. Nothing to sneeze at. Let's just say, nothing to hang your heads over. I mean, this was a great side, great squad, dominating squad at that. Just the chips weren't there today, so how do you say it? It is what it is. But we're looking forward to great things from these women down the road, and hopefully starting in May, we can. Let's just say, kick some ass and take some names in the Great Lakes North in the Great Lakes North of the USLW, and get ourselves a playoff spot again and make some noise there. So that'd be a great thing to see. Hats off to the Detroit City women. Congratulations on a great season. Regardless, great season indeed. So until we meet again, folks, keep your feet on the ground. Keep reaching for the galaxy.